Hey, so what's up? It's me, Richard Max Prime 21, and today I'm bringing you guys another text message. Another one too. Anyways, guys, today I'm bringing you guys another gameplay of some Black Ops 2. Me doing some work on these foos, and today what I want to talk about is getting a better job. I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience with my current job and my soon-to-be new job now. For all intents and purposes, I'm not going to disclose the names or any details to protect me, to protect you guys. I don't want to get anyone arrested, so we're just going to we'll make up names for them as we go. We'll decide. I'll decide what I want to call them. We'll call them A and B for now. But pretty much the reason why I came up, the reason why I wanted to make this video is because the negative experience I had at my last job, which I just recently left, and I want to kind of reach out to anyone else that's has a job right now that sucks in my kind of age bracket that is not really happy with where they are, and they're not quite ready to maybe get the job they're gonna have the rest of their life, but they do want something better for now, which I think we deserve, but at least I deserve it. If you're if you're at the part of your life where I am right now, and it's similar to the mindset that I'm in, I think that you definitely deserve a better job, especially the kind of jobs available. It's a little bit ridiculous considering that there's so many places that are willing to hire people with talent. So if you're a young creative mind about the 18 to 22 age range, I think probably deserve a better job, and I want to talk about my experiences. So the last place I worked at, it was a pretty high volume retail location. It's a chain, so they have they have them all over the world. A lot of the shops that I worked at, and my experience with them was not too good. I actually remember before I got the job, I was actually super excited about it. I used to think very highly of them before I got hired. I used to think they were really high quality shop, especially the people that work there, the employees. I used to think, oh, it must be so much fun working here. All the great treatment and the quality it must be great. Until I worked there. Now this could definitely be something isolated. It definitely could just be my experience. It might not be like this at all the different locations the store has, but it was really negative. I had a huge problem with the way the store was run, the leadership, and the way things were handled, the way discipline was handled. There was a lot of favoritism, and I put up with that for a while. I put up with that for actually, I want to say about a year and a half almost. I'm not even sure what kept me there so long, but I put up with that for a really long time. And I decided recently, about 2 weeks back, that I wasn't going to do it anymore. Before that time, previously, I'd been looking for a job. I'd say about 3 to 4 months back, when I knew that I couldn't put up with it anymore. I wasn't going to deal with it. I knew I deserved better, and I, I finally got something that I'm actually really excited about, and I've been wanting to work out for a while. But pretty much the gist of it was, I wasn't going to accept that at my age, the money I was making, that I wasn't worth more. And I've been really having that realization lately with just about everything, with not only a job, but just like, material things, like having a better car, having better things to make videos better with. I deserve better, and I think that that's really empowered me lately, to want to work for those things. So I've decided that I'm not going to settle for stuff anymore. I remember I used to settle so much for things when I was younger, and I don't honestly know what I was thinking, but I've finally gotten to that point where I know that I'm better than that, and I'm not going to settle for things anymore. So I decided to stop settling and stop feeling bad for myself, and I went out there and got a better job. And lo and behold, that kind of initiative that I took, I actually got, I'd say, definitely one of the highest, if not one of the best positions you can get in retail. So I'm actually really proud of myself and the organization I'm going to work with. I'm proud to be a part of. So I'm really excited to start working. But I really wanted to talk to you guys about you guys are stuck in a position like that where I was, whether it be retail or whatever it is at your age that typically most 18 to 22-year-olds work at, there are options out, and a lot of people see job hunting as kind of like a daunting task. When you really think about all the time you spend at work and the fact that that goes in your resume, that's really a huge thing to just decide that this job is good enough, or I'll just stay here. I already have this job. I'm content with myself. You don't want to become complacent with anything in life, I feel, if it's not what you love doing. So if it's not something that either A, you're getting paid enough for, or you feel like you're being compensated fairly, or B, you're not happy doing, don't stick to it. It's gonna bring out the worst in you. Other people are gonna see it. People you're working with, people that you're dealing with in the store, they're gonna see. It's gonna show. And I realized that when I got to the point where I was wearing it on my sleeve. My emotions, my expressions, everything just kind of came out, and it was something before that I felt like I really had a lot of control over. I could just either hide it, or I wouldn't have such a big problem showing it, but I couldn't do it anymore. The pay wasn't good. The people were off. The people were the biggest thing for me. The relationships I had with them, the relationships they have with other people in the store, people being treated unfairly, being compensated horrendously. It was really, really bad. Some people they break their backs for the company and just don't get paid fairly. It's ridiculous. I decided, like I said, I'm gonna stop feeling sorry for myself. I'm gonna go for something better, and I'm not gonna become a victim to this retail world. Retail world, a lot of us get stuck working in. So yeah, I got a better job, and I want to talk about a few things I did to do that. And I mean, if you guys knew the company that I'm working for now, you'd think to myself, the steps that I took, how did you go about getting that with the steps that I took? Because it's definitely one of those stores that you don't just go out on the street, ask an application, and fill it out, and that's it. Hopefully they call you. It's definitely something you have to have some sort of a resume built up for them to notice you. And then, even then, you really have to be really good with words and a really good interviewer, because the resume really only gets you so far. I feel like you have to really be good with words. I feel like you have to know how to talk, know how to describe yourself and sell yourself really in an interview, because that's really what interviews is. Definitely, interviews are, guys. Because that's really what people are looking for. Employers are looking for. They're not necessarily looking all the time for people that have a ton of experience. They're looking for people that, with personality, people that know how to talk to the people, how to interact, that are people, so to speak. They're good with. They're people. What is people persons? What is it called? I think whatever people. Well, let's go with people. They're looking for that. They're looking for people that know how to interact, that like to interact. And I think that particular trait I feel like I have, and I feel like I deal with people really, really well. I like talking to people. I like the customer service aspect of retail, just handling, talking to people, solving problems, and that is my favorite part. And I feel like, especially in retail, that's something that you can relate back to your everyday life. Being able to handle people and being good at being a conversationalist, knowing how to handle a conversation, know how to bring up conversation, knowing how to hold conversation. I feel like those are traits you can apply to yourself in real life and at work. So for me, it really was just kind of second nature, because not only do I deal with it at work, but I like doing it. So going in, I was actually really confident about it, and I feel like that's something huge. Not only in jobs like retail, but for the rest of your life, you really have to like to deal with people and know how to deal with people to really show off, to really shine in the eyes of potential employers, potential friends, even even when it comes to social skills, making friends. People, they love it. It means a lot to a lot of people to have someone that can hold a conversation. And I think that's definitely a skill that if you don't have now, or you're not too good at it, or you want to get better, I think you should work on, because it's not only gonna help when it comes to getting jobs, it's really gonna kind of enrich your life, being able to hold the conversation with complete strangers. I mean, I gotta tell you, being able to bring up a conversation with a complete stranger, it's so empowering to know I can walk up to anybody and just strut conversation and make a friend. You know, it's really cool. But pretty much, guys, that's the video wrapping up. Wow, that passed by pretty quickly. I'm not sure if was I talking a lot, but that passed by really fast. But guys, I definitely hope you liked the video. If you do, please make sure to like and comment and tell me what you guys want to see, as it does help me out a lot. I really would appreciate it. And if you do even want to go as far, hit the subscribe button. Hopefully I'll see you. Well, not hopefully, I will. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.